today, Saturday the 20th of June, is a rather significant day. Not because it's the longest day of the year, nor even because it's what the Met Office calls the first day of summer. Today is significant because it's the eve of Father's Day, and all over the country, now the shops are open, mums and children are busy finding a suitable present to say thank you to Dad. Thank you for what? Well, just for being Dad. As an American comedian once said, Father's Day is just like Mother's Day, except you don't have to spend so much. I have to confess I'm not a great fan of Father's Day, in spite of being a father. To begin with, I don't even like Mothering Sunday being called Mother's Day. I know it's popular in America, but I think our old English name suggests a great deal more than just a focus on our mums. It reminds us that all through our life we benefit from many different sorts of mothering, different sorts of caring, whether it's by parents of either gender, whether by teachers and youth leaders, or doctors and health workers, or friends and work colleagues, even by institutions like the NHS. As for Father's Day, I've always felt that it was just another excuse for shops to persuade us to spend the money that we haven't got. I do, though, have a more serious problem over Father's Day, which has been highlighted recently by Marcus Rashford, the England striker, who has just defeated the government 1-0 over free meals for the children of single-parent families in the summer holidays. In a BBC interview, Rashford described his childhood, speaking without any trace of self-pity, about how his mum brought up 5 children with no father around, how she struggled to keep them all well fed. And that's my anxiety about the fuss made over Father's Day. It further isolates or marginalizes so many children who've never had a father around. I remember the much-loved Pope John the 23rd once saying, "It is easier for a father to have children than for children to have a real father." And that was back in the 1960s, and I'm sure it's even worse now. Until only a few years ago, Angela and I, both being retired teachers, were both helping as volunteers at a local junior school. And during that 10 years, I was shocked at how many children told us that they only had mum at home. But that, I'm afraid, is a fact of life in the 21st century. And I find it really worrying, not just when Father's Day comes round, but all the time. So many children who suffer in silence day by day, listening to other children in the class talking about their mums and dads, the fun they had with Dad at the weekend, or even how they hate their dad because he's always telling them off. As one 10-year-old commented once, "I wish I had a dad I could hate." This scarcity of fathers in our families affects even our teaching of the Christian faith to our children, whether it's at home or in school or even in Sunday school. What about the boys and girls who've never known a father, or have only known a feckless or a violent father even? What do they make of Jesus' teaching that God is like a caring father? All teachers of children, all Sunday school teachers, all those who help with children's church, need to be aware of that difficulty. So I'm afraid, all things considered, I come back to our original tradition of Mothering Sunday, which prompts all of us to recall and to give thanks for everyone who's cared for us and those who care for us still, whether it's in our families or in our wider society. The problem that arises from the American invention of Father's Day is that once you start, You then need a grandparents' day, an uncle and aunt's day, a best friend's day, a pet's day, and so on, until every day of the year is a day for something or other. And all that really amounts to is that we need to learn to be thankful every day. So, one last quotation for us to ponder, and maybe to internalize. Neville Ward, in his great book on prayer, says, "A Christian is a person whose mind is dominated by thankfulness." I pray that may be true of every one of us.